Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the 109 beta, and a brand new campaign as Japan. 1910 start date, standard difficulty, designing my own fleet. There are no funny restrictions or anything like that. The only thing that I'm not allowed to do is my own how to avoid flaws trick of scrapping ships just because they have flaws. So I'm not allowed to do that, but otherwise it is a regular campaign. So let us hop into the ship design. Now I am doing this on Twitch, so you might hear me chit-chatting away with Twitch chat. And I've already had a kind of think to myself and talked it through. And the plan is to have a Dreadnought, a small battle cruiser, not a massive one, and a heavy cruiser and a destroyer. I'm not going to bother with these things, the semi-armored cruisers or the light cruisers, because they are genuinely terrible, and I should be able to replace them with way better, because Japan is going to have loads and loads of cruisers. So I definitely want standard quarters, probably standard bulkheads as well, on our Dreadnought, and this has already had its name redeemed. The Kaiju. Now then, go for oil, semi-oil. I do have access to forced boilers, that's pretty nice. Auxiliary petrol engines. Now see, I would normally immediately go for Electro Hydro 1, but it does increase the chance of construction flaws, and I'm already going to have problems with that. So I'm going to go with just the standard hydraulic steering gear. We have a question. No. So if you've not jumped into a beta before, there will be new hulls in the beta, but they are not currently in. What they tend to do is put out the new features, get them working, and then they'll introduce the new hulls. Not that I think they're going to be a huge number. It's just a armoured cruiser for the USA, which they'll probably allow for other nations as well. I don't see any reason not to go for the top-end towers. They don't give me a lot of base accuracy, but it's some at least. I can fiddle with beam and draft, but I'll probably come back that later. Rose, could I use them to make mine layers? I could, but destroyers are better at that. So I'll use the destroyers for mine layers. But yes, you could use those hulls as dedicated mine layers. Definitely. Now, guns, I'm almost certainly going to go for the 12-inch gun. Yeah, 12-inch guns in 19... Look at that. Look at that accuracy drop off. From 87 to 59, going from 12 to 13-inch guns. I don't know if 12-inch guns are supposed to be that good, but I'm using them. And I'm probably going to go for a very bog-standard ABX. Now, these are 41s. I'll have a look at their length once I've chosen their propellant and things. Yes, Mr. Forian, this is 109 indeed. Krupp, anti-flash, top-end torpedo protection, because you know the AI is going to do annoying things. This early I'm going to go standard ratio. And what propellants do I get? Cordite 2, that's pretty nice. Oh, Mr. Freyne, thank you for the subscription. Or the resub, I should say. Thank you very, very much. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Cordite 2. I'm going to stick with TNT, even if it is TNT 1. And that means I want the punchiest shells I can possibly get. I'll stick with standard, but I will go for increased, because That is more important now. Now, again, I would normally go for the electro-hydro here, but it does come with a chance of failure, so I'm just going for regular hydraulic. Coincidence 2. I will bring the radio telegraph for the reconnaissance bonus. And then, where are we at? Okay, pretty good, I would say. How much smoke interference have we got to play with? 73. Wow, that's amazing. And these funnels are god-awfully crap. 2 of the biggest ones, please. I mean, they look quite nice, but the stats are genuinely terrible. Right, speed-wise, we definitely have capacity here to get a fair turn of speed. 23 knots gives me an engine efficiency of 109%. So in 109, that you can now go over your engine efficiency, and if I can see it in the list here. So what that does is it gives you a bit of extra acceleration, a bit of extra torque, a bit of extra operational range, and a bit of a bonus to your cruising speed, which I should be able to see here. So they cruise at 12.6 and they have a maximum speed of 23. So they're okay. Right, the next thing is, yeah, main guns. 41s. Their reload is pretty good, considering their main guns. And so is the deck pen. So I'm tempted to increase them. I'm tempted to go for 45s. So 45 reloads 1.5. Deck pen hasn't dropped off dramatically, but accuracy has gone up. In fact, it's 100% at 1,000 meters. That is pretty nice. It's not a 360 turret anymore. Or is it 24 turret? That's not right. There we go. Just needs to go a little bit further forward, and that one's still fine. And then casements. Now, I've got quite a lot of weight left. Do I have any Mark 3s? Yeah, just the 2-inch. I can fit a few 2-inch guns in. 4 or 5-inch guns would be a decent bet, I reckon. Possibly even 6. Rate of fire. There's a big drop off in rate of fire going from 4-inch to 5-inch. Goes from 13 rounds a minute to 6. I think a 4-inch gun then is probably going to be a good bet. Because really, this early on, rate of fire is going to be more important. Rate of fire and actually, you know, hitting. Because it can boost the accuracy by making them long. So now they're 9.3 rounds a minute. Their accuracy is still pretty terrible, but meh. Hopefully they will do the job. Armor. They've got loads of weight left. Loads of weight left. That's good. So I think a 14-inch on the turret. I know this is excessive deck protection, or top protection that I'm going for. But for an early Dreadnought, this type of scheme is usually highly effective. Six and 3. Still 7%. That's good. That's very good. That means we can look at things up here. Thanks, Mr. B. So range is going to be very important because we're obviously a Pacific nation. And yeah, I can either go for max range and standard bulkheads. Oh no, that's a better option. Maximum range and a extra, like that's what, very good range rather than excellent. Or no, average good. Yeah, good. It's good range. And 16, 17-ish thousand kilometers. That's pretty decent. Now I do have a forward weight offset. I can just bring the A turret back. It doesn't have to be a 360 turret. Be nice if the rear one was. So just push that one back just a little bit, and we have a balanced ship. She looks a little bit stretched as she goes back, but there we go. Are you changing it? you want that for another one later? Okay, we'll go for the Hokkaido then. Yeah, I found that as well. You're better off not using the task forces and just keeping your ships in port. I really like that. That's a nice looking dreadnought, if I say so myself. I think she will do a fine job. Just tiny light cruisers to keep in mothballs. I mean, I can do, if you insist. Eisen. Okay. CL. 1 CL. Yes, we insist. Okay, fine. But I'm only building one because, yeah, it's going to be an antique. Right, let's save that design. The 39 million's not too bad either. Next, I do want to have a battlecruiser. This is going to be the Deku. Now, I'm going for the battlecruiser 1, not the battlecruiser 2 or 3, because it is small, and these things are going to be, yeah, a smaller, lighter, hopefully faster version of the Hokkaido that's not as expensive. That's the plan anyway. So the Hokkaidos could do 23. Yeah, if we could do 26, that would be okay as a starting point. Again, I'm just going to go for the top end towers that I have access to for now. Well, that's an interesting rear tower. Semi-oil, basically an identical setup, so I'm not going to talk through it much. Again, guns, I'd love to use 12-inch guns. Let's use the same 12-inch 45 guns, so exactly the same as the battleship. Not that that matters, but it's nice for role-playing reasons. Useless, good for nothing. All I know about Deku is that it's Deku nuts in Zelda. So now the question in here is going to be, nah. Thought I might be able to get away with it. No, but no, it's going to have to go on a barbette if we're going to have a third gun, or fifth gun, I should say. It's not really smaller and lighter, is it? It's like, I'm going to do a smaller, lighter one. Ends up sticking... No, I'm going to get rid of that. It's not what I'm wanting. So same number of guns. Yeah, could do. Well, we'll see how it pans out. Let's go for the same 4-inch casements. The 2-inch back. No, don't bother about the 2-inch backups. Right. Smoke 40. Can get away with a single giant funnel. Yeah, that's actually a little much. Oh, really? I think 5 is about as low as I'm prepared to go. Yeah. Go the wide funnel one. Yeah, that's dreadful engine efficiency. This thing is going to be smoky. Let's just go for the giant funnel. Wow. Okay. Speed is the issue. Now, I do kind of want it to be able to do 26-ish knots. So to do that, I'm going to have to make her thinner. Less draft. Oh, it's still not working for me. And then I'm going to be at reducing displacement. Make it, what's this minimum displacement one? Like, still pushing it. Might have to drop it to 25. Yeah, 25 works. Still with the 4-way offset, Jesus. Still? Wow. Okay. Pull this back even more. There we go. Do the rest of it later. Yeah, the casements are causing part of the issue, but you know, we can just move everything back like that. It's fine. I know. So sometimes you just get crazy forward weight offsets. It'll be these casement guns here that's throwing it off. Yeah, this thing's going to struggle with range though. It really is. Yes, and then we're at 95%. The Thunderchild. I don't know. I'm just... it's not really coming out the way I would like. And sometimes the way of it when you're designing these things. Because yeah, even with significantly shaved down top protection, this thing is still overweight, and there's not really much else to cut. I don't think I can make these work as is. Yeah, even if I drop a gun, because these things need more range. They really do. I'm still 2% over. Drop caliber. Yeah, that is another option. It's just, I know I'm going to be building an armoured cruiser, which is probably going to have 11-inch guns, most likely. I think, unfortunately, battlecruiser is a nice idea, but I don't think we have the technology to make it work. We don't have powerful enough engines. This whole form is not working for me. Maybe if I try on the Battlecruiser 3 instead, and we go minimum everything on that, maybe I can get better performance out of this ship. Because I don't want to give up on the idea. What? What the hell with the range? I have heard people complain about that before. Range going all over the place. Yeah, I'm just going to clear the design. I'm going to exit. And I'm going to come back to it because it's gone into that funny thing where the range is negative and doing all sorts of horrible things. So let's, yeah, it's when I change this. Okay. It's going to have maximum bulkheads. It's kind of decided for me then. Hot code. Right. Standard. Minimum. Oh no, wait. Battlecruiser 3. Wait, what? Yeah, I think this one is just bugged. Well, that leaves us with the Battlecruiser 2, potentially. Which might also be bugged. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah. These are all bugged. Yeah, I can add that. Is this everything that is now broken? It is. Lovely. What if I... Why is it doing that? Because this one is absolutely fine. But the battlecruisers are all over the place. Right. Discard. I'm not going to change any of the sliders. Not going to change any of the sliders. Apparently sliders cannot be changed. I'll maybe build the rest of the ship out first. I think it's because it ends up going negative and then everything starts going weird. Oh yeah, Battlecruiser 3. There we go. Well, they just start with pathetic range. Yeah, that ain't right. This should not be moving. The actual slider, I mean, should not be doing this. Oh dear. See what I mean? That is If I click around, can I mess around with this? Wondering if I can get magical range out of it. I don't know. It's me just being stupid. Yeah, I think battle cruisers are. We just do not have the tech to do them. And of course the armored cruisers are broken because I've been playing with that slider flaw minus 30% accuracy. Yeah, it is a little buggy. Shockwaves. You're absolutely right. But I haven't encountered it yet. This particular bug, and I built lots of ships. So, like, why is it starting with negative? Why is it starting with negative range? This makes no sense. Right. And I can't move it. What about the destroyer? Let's do a destroyer design. I think that some holes are just bugged. So that's a bit rubbish. Oh wow, this hull is weird. Very far up you can put the front tower. Go for a funnel. And a secondary tower. Now, do you have 2-inch Mark IIIs? They do fire stupidly far. Oh, whoa, look at that accuracy buff. Hot damn, yeah. 2-inch guns. Why don't you make them super long? Hot damn, look at those 2-inch 40s go. 20 rounds a minute, 26% accuracy. Yes, please. That'll do. Not often I go for 2-inch guns on a destroyer, but they can work. And of course we have an enormous forward weight offset, which I'm going to fix by adding enormous amount. Whoa, no, not like that. Enormous amounts of DACA. There we go. In fact, do I really need that barbette? No, not really. There. I think I've got a name for the ADD, but yes, we can add Saru, and we can add Kaminari as well. Pfft, torpedo destroyers. Pfft, no. This is about DACA, my friend. Just spraying millions of 2-inch shells at the enemy. Now, in terms of speed, they're pretty much at speed. Let's round the number off. 31 knots is fine. Rather have standard crew quarters. Yeah, max HE, definitely. Go for the cap ballistic heavy. Bring lots. Coordinate 2. Let's make them cap ballistic HE, so they're quite punchy. bring an extra couple of torpedoes. What do they fire at now? 22.57 rounds a minute. Yep, that's perfectly legitimate. Stick a mine... Oh, we get the advanced layer. Fancy. And a mine hunter kit 3. So they'll be pretty good at mine warfare. And I've got loads of displacement left. Stick maximum range on them. Thick belts. And I guess superstructure armor? Deck armor? Nah, that's overweight. 0.2 is fine. Here you go. One cheeky destroyer. It still have a forward weight offset. Tell you what, let's get rid of that one and that one. About there. I took 2 guns off, so I want one there and one there. Hopefully those boats will disappear in a second. Yeah, there we go. Forward weight offset 1.2. Might be able to do it by shifting the torpedo launcher a bit. That'll do. Yeah, there you go. There's a Q turret. Yeah, a couple of Q turrets. That'll do nicely. Yeah, I tend to go for 3-inch guns in the 1910 start, but this thing could be amusing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just going pew pew pew. Okay, and this will be the Sarah. Right, let's save that. I'm going to exit and come back. Now, if I go for the bigger I make the guns, the closer they'll become to the 3-inch gun in stat, rather than the 2-inch gun. And we wanted a single cruiser to keep around. I'm going to use this one. I don't know, I kind of like this one. It looks like a protected cruiser. This will be the Isan. We're only going to build one of these anyway. But could try and build her out. Nonetheless. Engine efficiency is atrocious. Can she even make 20 knots? Nope. 19 knots? She really is an antique. Jesus. Guns, let's have a look. None of them are Mark III. All Mark IIs. I'll go for the 6-inch gun. A classic light cruiser sized gun. Thank you very much for the follow. Trigjum, possibly. And yeah, you don't get barbette mounts because why would you? That's a silly thing to expect that you would get. Okay, bunch of 6-inch guns. This is 1910 Japan. Bunch of torpedoes. You get a slot aft, but not on the bow. Oh well. Let's just have a nice, clean, flush decked option. Bobette. Standard ratio. Quick shells. 19-inch. Torpedo spewing. Mine laying annoyance of a ship. Let's make it spacious on the intake. Oh, I've got a bit more engine efficiency back. Push the speed a little bit. Nope. Whoa, not 29. Jesus. Some hope. Anyway, there you go. Apart from being slow as molasses, it's actually not bad. Surprised myself with that one. Right, save that. Let's. It does have torps. They're underwaters. Right, let's try one more time to get a heavy or a battlecruiser built. Yeah, look at that. Just defaults to negative. Defaults to a negative range, and then it's just impossible to do anything with. But the battlecruiser one, I couldn't get it to work. And the battlecruiser 3 starts with like no range at all, so we're going to have to do without those until later. Oh, sorry, Silent Service. I'll give you a shout out now. Yeah, Silent Service, music and gaming, YouTube and Twitch these days. So I will attempt to make the Twitch thing work. It doesn't always. Oh, shut up. I can hear myself. Right. SO at Silent Service 77. Should work. No, because the bot isn't working. Of course it's not. Why would anything be working? Anyway, we're gonna be a little bit light, so I'm gonna pop a priority in cruiser design and in big guns straight away. And we've got 444 million. So if they're, what, 40 billion each, built up to 11, we would need at least 1, 2, 3, 5. Well, actually, can we see what our rivals have? Let's maybe play this a little bit smart. What does Russia have? 7 battleships plus 4 battlecruisers. So they have, well, more than we can match. We could match the 7, though. Spain has 5. China has 4. So if we go for 7, so that we match the Russians, I think that's a good number. So let's build 7 of those. The Isan itself, which is going to sit around not doing very much. And then the Sarus probably want a little squadron in each port. And they will also do a very good job of mine laying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ports. Say build 20 of them. This one. Let's build 20. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, 4 there, 2, 3, 4. deploy them like that. And then, yeah, we're going to have the kind of... I can't remember all the names of the Japanese home islands. Right. This one, we can have this one as Tsushima. Shima, we can change to the Honshu. You can tell me other names to put in. Now then, yes, you can send ships across the Pacific. They will go the long way round, though, if they don't have the fuel to do it. So you do have to watch for that. Right, let's hit start campaign, and then we'll sort the money out. Transport cap, tech budget, crew training. I'm not going to be able to max out straight away, but we can get that on the go. Thank you. Honshu. Shikoku. Kyushu. Okinawa. Done. Right. Most of our battleships are here. And Yokosuka, which is fine. Really, though, it's just going to be waiting until we get tech and until we get a conflict, which usually doesn't take too long. Again, probably with China or Russia. The Panama Canal isn't... You can't see it, but it does work. Same with Suez. It's there. It works. Mine Port Arthur. Well, funnily enough, I don't think you can, but submarines are something we could look into for that. And build any submarines. Generally find that the ones early on are not great. The mine-laying submarine can be good, though. They can actually be pretty handy. Just going around pissing people off. The other ones, not so much. Like, and we've got our destroyers to do mine laying, so we're really not thinking about submarines yet. Whoa, what are you up to, Russia? Sending all your ships somewhere else. Okay. Crew training, can't quite max it out though. I'm going to leave the ships on in being in the hopes that we can get rid of the cadet crews as quickly as possible. Once we have trained crews, I can put them on limited and save a bit of money. No, we're not at war. Not yet. Not yet. China, Russia, or possibly Germany. But what tends to happen is someone else goes to war, and then everything falls like a house of cards, and then everyone ends up at war with. And you end up with two kind of blocks, but not always. No, you cannot currently interact with Korea in any way. Yes, we do consider Russia a potential adversary. Thank you very much. Mainly because I want to steal Sakhalin off them. do 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 do. Yeah, this would be Meiji Restoration era Japan. post... Well, all the provinces are the 1890, where they would be in 1890, and they're not where they would be in 1910. How's the training going? No, got some green. Oh, the other thing I didn't look at was flaws. So Hokkaido's okay. Honshu is absolutely fine. Shikoku got a bit of nastiness, but it's not terrible. Kyushu is fine. Tsushima is fine. Okinawa is fine. Wow. Yeah, the only one with serious defects is Yamashiro. Has all sorts of things wrong with it. Like that gun base accuracy. Oof. Yeah, there's something seriously went wrong when they were making this one. But the others pretty locked down, actually. Yes, the Royal Navy does still love going to Cyprus. So if you're playing the if you're playing a game and you get a chance to take Cyprus off Britain, please do it immediately. 1% GDP. Ooh. Which countries? Russia and China, though. Yeah, those are all my potential rivals. So we are not leaking our super secret negative range technology. Thank you very much. 14-inch Mark 1s. Did I not even have the Mark 1s? Jesus. Okay. The reason I'm rushing 14-inch guns, or the big gun tech, is because I want 14-inch Mark 3 so I can start building super dreadnoughts. Yeah, I want cruise design, and I probably want... Yeah, engines. Let's try and get the geared steam turbines, and then I'm going to do some boilers, see if I can get oil. And I'm also going to expand the shipyard. Even though that is expensive, we'll be fine. The bad one was built in Britain. Yeah, I didn't actually check our GDP. I probably should do that. Hey, Grandpa Connect, I'll give you a shout out before I forget. Mind you, the bot isn't working, so there's no point. How are you finding the 109 beta? Or Oilers? I don't think I mentioned Oilers today. The game kind of handles Oilers automatically. In the Caicos, yeah, I really don't care. But I do have the money. But really I want to reduce unrest, so I'm going to go for this one. German military ships harassing our fishermen. I think not, and I'm doing that on purpose to annoy the Germans, because again, they do have things down here that are potentially interesting to us. What are the Germans doing there? Well, they have the Solomons, but I think it's probably something to do with ships operating out of Tsingtao, which is their treaty port. Oh, did they? I missed that. Yeah, the Russian Admiral spending too much money. Yeah, that's a result of... Oh, not the second... Is that a result of the Boxer Rebellion? There was basically a point in the late 19th century where every single European power plus the US basically went and beat up China. Foreign espionage... I prefer the unrest reduction. I know I could blame the Germans, but yeah, the Russian Admiral is getting warned he's spending too much money. So look at the money situation. So we have 24 billion. Stonking growth. Look at that. Wow. But it will make us quite small. We're bigger than China, bigger than Spain. A bit smaller than Italy. Yeah, we're on the low end in terms of GDP. For now. We also have a much smaller navy. But that's fine. We don't have the cruiser bloat that all the other navies have. 20 destroyers will be absolutely fine. Yeah, the whatever it was, power treaty. Yeah, Boxer Rebellion. Yeah. So yeah, Germany has a treaty port here. Britain has Hong Kong. France has Fort Bayard. Portugal has Macau, which is not pictured, but they have a treaty port right here. Yeah. Yep. Just clicking through. Try and get those better engines. He's getting warned a lot. How's the research going? 13 months. It's not too bad. We are ploughing everything into it, but obviously it's going to be a slow start. I mean, if you're interested in China and history in the 19th century in general, I will be featuring Victoria 3 on the channel quite soon. And I will be playing as Britain, so yeah, Opium Wars is almost certainly going to show up pretty sharpish. A graph of GDP, ooh, or fleet size. Yes, now you're talking my language. Yes, graphs. Definitely a lack of graphs in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It would be nice to have more graphs. Now, has the game hung on building new ships? And do I end the episode on a very... Nope, no. I was kind of hoping for... Wow, so many people spending their money. What are you doing, you lot? You've got huge naval budgets. How are you spending it all? What are you doing? Right, fleet. How are we... Oh, yeah, we've got trained crews. So I'm going to take all my ships and I'm going to put them on limited. Because there's no point wasting money. That can go into the war chest. Pie charts. Pie charts are good. Vicky 3 has these, I don't know what they're called. They're not a box plot, but they're like a square version of a pie chart. The foreign policy of Russia's government. They have an adventurous policy that often conflicts with our own. And now what? Someone's been arrested. Ooh. Accuse the Russians. Okay, what's our relations with Russia now? Oh, minus 69. Come on, can do better than that. Fisherman's Friend. So this is the 1.09 beta. You must opt into the beta on Steam, and it is hot code. Hot code. There are lots of bugs. All sorts of weirdness going on. Yeah, I don't feel authorised to interfere in the government's financial policy or running a surplus in the naval budget anyway, and I'd rather have the GDP increase. How many times is he getting warned about spending money? Good lord. Mess around with some submarines, I suppose. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy. I'm just waiting for some war to kick off. So yeah, whilst the whole game is in early access, the betas, well, they call them betas. They're really, I mean, Game Labs is a small company, and the UAD team is very small, and they don't have their own. Well, they do have their own dedicated testers, but the Game Labs testers basically just check that the game doesn't crash desktop or otherwise like ruin your computer. Like all of the gameplay testing and a lot of the bug testing is done by the players through the beta program. So you're basically signing up to QA test the next version of the game. That's effectively what the betas are. So if you're not wanting to do that, if you're not wanting to, I mean, I've sent about 12 bug reports over the last 2 days. If you're not wanting to kind of engage in that side of things, and you just want to play a game that's stable, I'd stick with the 108 for now, and watch brilliant content about the update, because you don't have to play. You don't have to put up with some of the nonsense if you don't want to. The fleet needs more destroyers. You're gonna give me them? Yeah, you are. It does give me negative relations with Russia. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Thomas Jackson's still. Come on, Vladimir Viktorov. How often can you get warned that you're spending too much money and still get away with it? Yeah, keep throwing that priority into the cruiser design. No, you can't lay mines at peace. So your ships won't lay mines until war is declared, and then you'll start seeing them appearing around your ports. The Russian Admiral is deaf. Skimming off the top? Probably. It's the sort of thing you'd expect, wouldn't it? But I mean, I'll go check Russia's naval budget, but it'll be significant. It'll be similar to ours, and yeah, we're getting loads of money that we're squirreling away in the bank. Because yeah, we're not running a whole bunch of useless cruisers. Now here again, the game is making me think it might have hung. I haven't had too many building new ships problems when I've been testing, but it does happen sometimes. No, I'm not. I'm not building anything at the moment. We've got all we need. We don't need more than this. It's like running around with 100 ships, just AI bloat. We've got a very concentrated position at the game start. We just have the Japanese home islands, and Okinawa. Like we don't have to. We don't have to have fleets everywhere. It's not like we're Britain. Useless cruisers. So this is something that if you play quite a lot of this particular era, you will discover that the protected cruisers and the armoured cruisers, once you get Dreadnoughts, and especially once you get battle cruisers, not that we could build any, but assuming we could, they really don't serve any purpose until you get the modern light cruiser and the modern heavy cruiser hulls. So they are a waste of steel to start building them in 1910, which is why I'm trying to rush getting the text beyond it. And we have another name redemption. I'll tell you what, I'll do that in like 2 seconds, because I'm going to end the episode here with just building, no battles. I'm so sorry, YouTube, but I'm going to have to probably fix the building new ships error, and then I will be back for the next episode. See you then.